When you look at New York, what do you see? I see a food lover's paradise. I feel like I've eaten my way through this town, but that's impossible. There are thousands of restaurants with new ones opening all the time. Every ethnic food imaginable at prices unimaginable. Tonight, we're going to take you wining and dining from the high ends to the mom and pops.
Hey, how are you?
We're going to take you inside places you've never heard about and can never get into.
When you come in, you look like you're going down into an alleyway and then you open up into here. Really amazing.
What do I have to do to get a drink around here? Whoa, it's a food and wine dream. Check out this view from the Dream Hotel in downtown New York City. All right, let's get this party started already with one of my favorite celebrity chefs.
Hey, Rosanna, how are you?
Jean-Georges.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you. Oh, my goodness, your kitchen at Nicotine is gorgeous. Thank you so much for inviting us here today.
Thank you for coming to visit me.
So can we do something fun for Valentine's Day?
We're going to do a sexy sea bass.
A sexy sea bass?
Yes,
really?
Yes,
How do you say that in French? Poisson?
Poisson sexy. We use the same word, you know.
I like it. All right, what are we going to do to it?
So, what makes it sexy is the spices. So we're using black peppercorn, coriander seeds, sesame seeds, some hazelnut and almonds. So I create this little powder here. You have to smell this, it's pretty sexy.
Oh, it's very sexy. I'm in the mood.
Yeah. Just brush it with buttermilk like this. And then I'm gonna dip it in the spices. You can see it. Just on one side.
It's naked on the other side?
Naked on the other side.
I like that.
Look at this.
Ooh, I don't want to look.
We're gonna pair this beautiful sea bass with some mushroom broth.
You have a variety of different things.
You can use one, you can use many. Button mushroom, the cinnamon caps, shiitakes, just different mushrooms.
Let's cook.
Let's cook. I'm gonna start the fish on this side.
Okay. I love the way you flip, by the way.
The fish gonna go in the pan. Spice crust down. Soy sauce.
So you used honey and soy.
Sherry vinegar. Lemon juice. So the honey is for the sweet. The lemon juice, the vinegar for the sour, and the soy sauce for the salt.
Beautiful.
That's for you.
Thank you, Chef.
Test. This should be cooking for 10-20 minutes. You see the crust?
Oh, so good.
I'm gonna add the brown butter to my broth.
That's it.
The fish is cooked.
Let's have our sexy fish together.
Yes. Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's Day. And Chef, as we're pouring the champagne, let me have another bite.
See the sweet sour.
It's just perfect. It doesn't get any better than that.
You know, spices are so good for you as well.
Chef, thank you so much, and thank you for bringing sexy back.
Happy Valentine's.
If you live to eat like me, it doesn't mean you're really qualified to be a food critic. So we decided to go to one of the most influential food writers to get schooled on what you should know when you go to a restaurant.
Anytime I come into a restaurant, first thing I'm going to do, take a big smell of the place.
And if it doesn't smell like food, you may want to point your nose to the exit. Former New York Times food critic Sam Sifton is currently working on a new digital food experience for the Times, but tonight he's spilling insider secrets.
Bleach, cleaning products, rottenness of any kind, the sort of funk of old age and decrepitude, that's a bad smell in a restaurant.
Sam always says location, location, location.
The best thing would be right there, you know, in the center of the room with the view of everyone.
And, oh, what about the food?
Is it hot? Is it attractive looking? Does it look like somebody just dumped it on there? Or did someone put it on there with care?
And if you're a picky eater,
if you have a special dietary request, I really like stuff well done, or I really like stuff totally rare. The time to have that discussion is before the food is prepared.
And remember, be nice.
You're in the restaurant, you're being an absolute jerk to someone, and then you're asking that person for soup? Well, what do you think's going to happen to the soup, right?
The days of wine and roses
here in the gorgeous wine cellar of Il Buco restaurant on Bond Street in Lower Manhattan, and I'm with Antonio Galloni, the founder of a great wine website called Venice. Nice to have you with us.
Rosanna, it's great to be with you.
So what makes you a great wine connoisseur?
Well, I spent about 6 months a year on the road, traveling, visiting vineyards, looking at vineyards, tasting wines.
I want you to teach us how to pick a wine, especially if you don't have a great big bank account.
With a little bit of research and a little bit of learning, you sort of discover which are the top estates in the regions that interest you, Napa Valley, Italy, and then you look for the entry-level wine of those estates, and that is the best way to drink well without spending a fortune. Part of wine is kind of also understanding the right moment and setting for wine. Italian wines and European wines in general are fundamentally made for the concept of the table. It's all about the togetherness of wine and food. But in other parts of the world, United States, England, Australia, there's also more of a tradition of just drinking a glass of wine by itself. So you always start by smelling the wine. I mean, that just smells gorgeous, doesn't it? It smells like spices. Beautiful. It smells like mulling spices for cider, right? Cinnamon and cloves. You want to serve red wines slightly cooler than room temperature. So let's say around 60, 65 degrees. And so you also want to make sure that you're holding your stem by the bottom. Because if you hold it here, which is what we all do, you're warming it up.
Am I going to be able to tell the difference between these two wines?
Absolutely. You could put 2 glasses of wine, I think, in front of anybody and somebody be able to tell you what they like or what they don't like. Just go with your gut. And remember that when you're tasting wine, you use all of your senses. It's not just what you taste, it's what you see, what you smell, and most importantly, the tactile sensation on your palate. Good, excellent, fantastic.
Did I do it the right way?
Yes, you did. The standard champagne flute is very narrow and constrictive, and you really want to get the full breadth of aroma and flavor out of champagne. Use a white wine glass, which will really allow all of the breadth of the flavor to come out. The bubbles, technically it's called the mousse. One of the things that you're looking for is small bubbles and really delicate mousse. Focus on textures. Light wines, lighter foods, bigger wines, bigger foods.
Here's to a year filled with delicious food and great wine.
Thank you.